So communication in the tunnel is key. So because we're in there and there's a lot of wind going past and it's really, really noisy, we can't really speak with our mouths or understand it. We can mouth our words a bit more clearer. We can use our hands as communication tools. So there are many types of hand signals that you can use to communicate in the tunnel. Some of the more common ones is a little bit, so, or smaller, slower, so just small, more, so moving the hands out, growing like a bomb, larger, anything to do with adding. Think, feel, not give me money. A lot of people think this is give me money, but it's feel. So think about the feeling in your arm. So that's obviously pointing to my arm. What, a question, what, how, where do you feel tension? Yeah. Is it here or here? So you're kind of communicating with using signals and your hand signals, and this can be taught quite easily, and it's surprisingly easy to learn. It just takes us to stop and think and have our attention in the moment. Otherwise, if you start kind of just going, oh, I don't understand, you've already blanked out what's going on. So the legs around here, okay, and the head here. You can have the legs a bit of a variation of slightly down on the wind, yeah, so they're a little bit like this. So if that's horizontal, they're a little bit below, so you kind of got a bit of pressure and you're kind of controlling on them, the wind with them, or a little bit up, like this, okay? Either one. If you have them too far up, it's going to make you drop. If you have them too far down, it's going to make you drop or go this way as well. You want to really try and keep this part of the leg at a 90-degree angle to the body. As soon as you start stretching it out this way, it's going to start making you forward drive, because now this part here, the thigh, is catching more wind and it's spilling it off this direction. For us, we're going to work on it just without the grip, so you can just fly up and down, because you could already fly on your back, and I'm going to put the speed up a little bit more. Yeah. I'll stand around this area so I can give you signals and your head's back. If you lift your head up to look at your feet, it's slightly arching, so you're going to drop. Okay, so you need that head back as much as you can.
And then just find the sweet spot.
Yeah. Just if I do this, it means open the legs. If I do this, it means bend them this way. Right. This means really feel wind on here. I might say that the top part, put that out. So I might be pointing your feet, put them out. You might do this instead of opening. Okay. But we'll just sort that out in there. It's easier just kind of molding that than otherwise giving you too much things to go, it's not working how we briefed, because better off experimentation mindset rather than an expectation. Now, when you want to go sideways, so if you're going sideways the whole body and moving like this, don't necessarily need to think about bringing this arm in. This arm doesn't really need to change much. You're just pushing this arm and pulling it. That was that exercise you got me to do like this? Yeah, so you can feel how that there, if you just isolate the arm and do the arm, it's going to turn you. Whereas if you do the arm and the leg and push the leg out as well, it's going to push you this way. But the thing is, if you do the leg too much and the arm not enough, it's going to turn you. If you do the arm too much and the leg not enough, it's going to turn you. It's straight same time like that? Yeah, same time, but it's different because my legs are quite long, or my arms are long and my legs are short, or vice versa. So it's going to be a slightly different spot for everyone. Working on the thing called a back layout to like a classic, I guess. So it's a whole heap of components with the classic. Like you've got the front layout that's in it. You have the carve that's in it. So and you have a back layout that's in it. So end up going down the tunnel in this orientation, you end up coming back down it in the same kind of orientation you're in before. Okay, so you're facing the center of the tunnel. So you're going up, rotating through the top and coming down. Now the thing that starts happening when you first start learning this is what happened when what we were doing is you'd go into it and then you'd kind of carve around and then you're in a carve, essentially. So this is a very easy way to learn this. Once you start carving around and then doing the back layout from a carve, which we've been doing with just a slight grip, you can do it without the grip on lower speed, but we want to try and maintain that position that you're maintaining at the moment, which is this one. You can still feel you're slightly kind of bowing down and then go into it. So it's just sticking strong with it. You know it's coming if I'm going to do these ones, and just holding that position. If you stuff something and then you go and you know what you stuffed, you race to the next part to do it quickly so you can fix it quick because the time's ticking. That's the time when you need to just breathe, let the time tick, compose yourself. Okay, and do the move again slow, because if you do it quickly, then you go to halfway through the move like, ah shit, I've done it wrong again, because I was too worried about trying to do it quick and get there and do as many as I can.
So to become an instructor, basically you need no experience whatsoever. You don't have to be a skydiver or a tunnel flyer at all. If you are, it definitely helps, because then we know you're a bit more comfortable in the wind, but you don't have to be. There is a fitness requirement, just so that we know that you're going to be fit enough to be able to get through the course. It is quite physically demanding, but it's generally all the information and all the skills that you need, we teach you as the course goes on. The course goes for about a month, about 4 weeks, and we give you all the skills required to be able to be a level 1 instructor, where you can take first time flyers in the wind.
Starting my head down, I did about 45 minutes with Mace. Oh, actually probably about half an hour with Mace 3 months ago. So just getting back in touch with that. And he's an absolute legend. Yeah, he's really good, very particular, and you know, on all the little minor details, and helps you a lot with it all. Like, he's just, I can't speak highly enough of him.
My name is Hugh Milicic and I work at IFly Downunder in Penrith. As an IFly instructor, it is my job to keep people safe. People who have no idea how to fly, who just want to come and experience what it's like to jump out of a plane by themselves. It's my job to basically teach them how to jump in and give them an idea of what it's like. So teach them the basic body position, and then beyond that it's a case of just jumping in the wind and figuring it out, but it's my job to keep them safe. I think we've got a pretty good crew here. Everyone loves to teach, everyone froths flying, which
on the belly isn't the knees. It's putting the foot down, and by putting the foot down, it's bringing this shin in line with the torso, and that's what's starting to pull you back. So
I'm Loz. I've been flying for a couple of years now, a bit on and off. I work in sports development here, so I love everything to do with flying. It's really good to be able to fly with Mason on the camp.
I'm just trying to enjoy it as much as possible, give me a sport I can do for a long time. It's a hobby that I enjoy doing, and I do want to become an instructor one day, I feel.